Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vikas Mittal. In today's video, we're going to see operations on a continuous time, operations on continuous time signal. So basically, this is one of the signals that I have taken. There is a name of this signal is nothing but x of t, and this is the signal that I have taken as an example. So now I have to defined or I have to operate different operations on this signal. So first example that we are going to take, for example, the example number first, if I want to write x of minus t, then how we can write? So already we know that the if whenever we write a minus t, so meaning of this signal is nothing but is called as a time reversal signal. Is called as a time reversal signal. So what we do in a time reversing signal, in a time reversing signal, we have to do only one thing. So whatever the signal is there, that starting from whatever the value, that value will be reversed. Means just you have to draw a mirror image of a original signal. So whatever the signal is starting from -1, that automatically will change and that signal will start from, for example, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so is a plus t, and at this position is a minus t, and this is the x of minus t. So whatever the signal is there, that signal will be changed, only the reverse. So whatever the signal is starting from -1, now the same signal will start. So whatever the amplitude for 3, 2, 1, now that will be changed to the reverse. So signal only we have to draw a reverse. That's it. So whatever the amplitude for -1, now you will get that amplitude for 1. So the amplitude is nothing but for at this position is 1 and at this position is a 2. So basically is called as a time reversal signal. Both signals are same, just minus t is nothing but time reversal. Don't change in amplitude, just you have to reverse the time. So next example that I'm going to take, for example, x of t minus 2. So already we know that whenever we have to draw t minus 2, so is equal to 0. So basically you have to shift that signal by plus 2. So whenever we have to shift the signal by some plus time value, so it's called as a advanced, is called as a advanced time shifting, is called as a advanced time shifting. So basically we have to shift that signal by the plus 2. So how we can draw x of minus 2, x of t minus 2? So whatever the signal is starting from -1, now that signal will shift by the plus 2. So plus 2 means what? Obviously that signal will shift to the right by the two positions because it's a plus 2. Now that signal will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whatever the amplitude for -1, now that will get at +1. Whatever the amplitude for 0, now that amplitude you will get at a +2, and whatever the amplitude for 1 and 2, now that amplitude you will get for 2 and 4, and whatever the amplitude for 3, now that amplitude you will get at a 5. So basically just I have to shift that signal by +2 value. Okay, that's it. So the amplitude for this particular state is 1 and at this position is a 2. So this is called as a x of t minus 2. We don't have to change in amplitude, just we have to shift whatever the signal by the +2 value. So as per the x of t minus 2. So I hope now you understand. Now if I take another one example, suppose if I take another one example, if I want to draw, if I want to draw, suppose if I want to, suppose I want to draw like x of t plus 2. So how we can draw t plus 2 is equal to 0. So basically t is equal to minus 2. So how we can draw? Simply once again you can draw. Now is a minus 2. So whatever the signal is there, that signal we have to shift towards the left side because it's a minus. So this type of shifting is called as basically, this type of shifting is called as a time delayed shifting, because we have to shift that signal by the minus 2 value. So whatever the signal is starting from minus 1, now the same signal will start from minus 3. So whatever the amplitude for minus 1, now that amplitude for minus 3, whatever amplitude for 0, now that for minus 2, and whatever the amplitude for 1 and 2, now that amplitude for minus 2 minus 1, and after that obviously that amplitude will be goes to the 0. So whatever the signal is there, that signal I have to shift by the minus 2. That's it. Nothing we have to change. This is 1 and this is 2. So this is called as a x of t plus 2. So we can call as a time delayed signal. Next, if you have to draw another one signal, there are different signals you can draw with the different operations. But if I take simple example, another one, so that you can understand operations, like example number 4, x of t, x of t divided by 2. So what is meant by the t divided by 2? So basically is called as a time expansion, is called as a time expansion. What is the meaning of time expansion? So we, if we have to divide by the 2, so whatever the signal is there, we have to multiply that time with 2 value. So see here how we can draw. So if you think this signal is starting from minus 1, so if I multiply by 2, so obviously you will get value minus 2. Okay, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how we can draw? So just we have to multiply that time value by the 2. Suppose minus 1 into 2 is a minus 2. So you will get is a minus 2. So from minus 2 to 0, because 0 into anything is always 0. So that's it. So after that 1 into 2, obviously the 2, and 2 into 2, obviously the 4. So you will get 4, and 3 into 2, obviously the 6. So you will get the 6. So now if you observe the signal, we are having the same signal. There is only one change is there. That change is nothing but my time is expanded. Means whatever the signal is for minus 1 to 0, now is for minus 2 to 0, because we have to multiply that each and every time period by the 2. Here I have taken a 2. If there is a 3 is there, you have to multiply by 3. If there is a 4 is there, then you have to multiply by the 4 for each and every time period. So that much time will be expand automatically. And most importantly, we don't have to change in their amplitude, because we are not doing anything with the amplitude. Whatever we are doing is obviously with the time. So now take second example. If I take another one example, if I write suppose 5, that is x of 2t. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning of is this is nothing but the compression time compression. So how we can draw a time compression signal? So obviously the reverse of time expansion, whatever the time is there, that time will be compressed. So whatever the value for -1, we having 2 amplitude, now that will be changed for minus 0.5. So 0 obviously 0, 1.5, 2 is a 1, 3 is a 1.5, like this. Then we get to 1, 1.5, like this. So whatever the time is there for each and every amplitude, just we have to divide, means we have to divide that time by the 2. So if I see is a -1 having a 2 amplitude, so now that same amplitude you will get, because -1 divided by 2 is a minus 0.5, so you will get 2 amplitude for a -5. 0 divided by anything obviously is 0, so 0. Whatever the amplitude for 1, now that is a 0.5, and whatever the amplitude for 2, now that will be for 1, and whatever the amplitude for 3, now that will be for minus, so sorry, plus 1.5. So basically the whatever the signal is there, that signal is compressed. Amplitude again same, we are not doing anything with the amplitude, just we have changes the time, we have done the time compression. Next example that we are going to take, like a time compression, you can also do a amplitude expansion, amplitude compression. Suppose if I take 2 into x of t. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is nothing but we are multiplying by something. So basically whenever we multiply any integer, so it's called as a amplitude expansion. It's called as a amplitude expansion. So how we can do the amplitude expansion? So whatever the amplitude is there, so like this. So we have to amplify their amplitude. So how to amplify? See here. So whatever the amplitude for -1, so like a 2, now that will goes to 4, so 4, and whatever the amplitude for 0 obviously is 1, so that will be changed to the 2. Whatever the amplitude for 1 and 2, that will be the again the initial is 1, so obviously the multiply by 2 is nothing but 2. And after that for 3 we are having a 0 amplitude, so obviously 0 into anything 0. So this is the amplitude we will get for each and every time. Just we have to expand the amplitude. Same if I take another one example like a time compression, if you have to compress the amplitude, so how we can compress the signal? So see here, just you have to write another one example like 1/2 into x of t. So how we can write 1/2 into x of t? So we have to divide each and every amplitude by the, we have to divide each and every amplitude by the 2. So whatever the amplitude for -1, now that will get at a 1. So initially there is 2 amplitude, now you will get a 1. Whatever the amplitude for 0 is 1, now that we will get a 0.5, and for amplitude for 1 and 2 again is a 0.5, and after that become a 0. So whatever the amplitude for each and every time period, that will be divided by 2. So is called as a amplitude, is called as a amplitude compression. So you can do a amplitude compression. So these are the basic and different operations we can apply on any signal, continuous timer signal. So now I hope now you overall you understand how to do the different operations on any type of continuous time signal. So if you think that these types of videos are very helpful for you, then please support my channel, subscribe my YouTube channel, share these videos so that it will help the students to learn about the signal and system subject. And if you have any doubt regarding this particular topic, then please you can comment on my videos. So thank you everyone.